But what we don't know is how you personally managed to walk that fine line. Because yes, you talk about John Mahama, but you were the finance minister at the time. I'm curious to know, and there's a story that has been told that Seth Terkper was very stingy at the time in terms of your ability to say no, even when the party had come to you. And rumors that people were actually trying to get you out in an election because you were standing in people's way to spend money to win an election. I want to tap into that for a second. What was it like as a finance minister in an election year like this? Because we want to really understand what Ken will be going through in an election year. What was it like for you personally?
I would be lying to you and the public, right, in saying that, I take all the credit. If I didn't have the support of the president, and remember, we also had a former deputy minister and a governor as the chairman of the economic management team. Yes, he was quiet. He wouldn't be seen to be talking, but we went to economic management team with a signal. He came to our economic policy coordinating committee meetings. He wasn't obliged to be there. He would be there with us, where we met, and join the discussions and everything. So I would say it's teamwork. Yes. Did I take the brunt of it? Of course, I was in charge of the economic policies. And I hope that some education is coming today. Yes, but it wasn't popular back then. And I know that there has been, quite a blame. But what we're doing was deep structural reforms and fiscal discipline, right? And in addition to the goals, the objectives which we achieved, remember, as I was about to say, we left buffers. Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund had $250 million US. ESLA is bringing we're bringing about 66 billion by 2026 because we didn't, curtail it. Why haven't we used that, to through the election year to pay down the banking sector debt and others? We left the sinking fund. Remember, it was during the same period that we spent $550 million US in the sinking fund to pay off cash, the first sovereign bond, the one issued by His Excellency President Kufuor. And that's because we wanted. Yeah. If you're going to borrow, as I said, you have to set money aside, election year or no election year. But you can't borrow in an election year, which is going to happen now compared to 2020.